I don't know.
They playing something. Look, I'm gonna go right ahead and say, y'all know this spontaneous mess is all Josh. It's all Josh.
It's a pleasant surprise, Casey.
I know. We were going to record, and you were like, "Let's go." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
It's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
What up, Miss Sharon?
So Miss Sharon, Nancy, I appreciate y'all. Who knows who will be in here, if anybody.
Oh, they're going to trickle in. What up? Yeah, they're going to trickle in. Casey, what are we talking about?
Well, I mean, there's all this. I don't know.
So you think something's going to happen?
All right. Go ahead.
You think something's going to happen?
Hey, she's a wildflower. Y'all made my day. You always make her. We love seeing you in here.
See? Pleasant surprise. What up?
Great surprise. Yeah. This is spontaneous, Josh. Well, I mean, hey, South River, anyone, if I miss you, put things in all caps for us. You know the routine. Well, I mean, I do have those two sides, Josh. We've been talking. There's that point. It's like biblically side. There's scripture that backs it. Then there's the other side that they're playing around. They're creating something. You know, I kept always leaning towards they're going to use this as the excuse, and they're going to flip the switch or do what they want to do, and they're going to say, "Oh, see, it was the eclipse." Because when have we ever had an eclipse and they said all the warnings? I've been putting things up. Everybody's been putting things up. Get 2 weeks worth of food. Fill up with gas. Make sure your electric cars are charged. If you got an electric car,
yeah.
Anyways, have other communication besides cell phones. I mean, there's all these lists of things. Ohio governor signed an executive order.
Mm-hmm.
They've activated National Guard down in Oklahoma, Texas, all these different places where it's going over. Schools are canceled, all these things. So, but the people who are kind of not awake in the side that we are about things, I don't see any of them getting like nervous, like, oh my gosh, this could be bad. They're just kind of like, oh yeah. But they've never done this before.
But I'm not nervous either. No.
I'm not nervous. I don't think they think anything. Like if they're trying to use it to inflict just like this fear-mongering thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's it because I'm not seeing that anywhere.
Okay. So my problem, right? My problem is I know we got the election. I know we got Russia and abroad. I know we got Israel. You know what I'm saying?
All of it. All the stuff.
I know we have National Guard moving around the country, being put in position, which we got to talk about, fam. We got to talk about that. But for whatever reason, I'm telling you, I don't know. The eclipse is doing nothing for me. And that is unusual for me.
Right. It may be just nothing burger. It's a distraction for something else. We know they will not let an opportunity of something go that they can use to implement something they want to do. That is where I kept leaning that we're doing.
Yes.
I don't think the eclipse itself is going to do something.
It could.
Well, does it have to do with them satellites they just did? Is something going to be weirded out by that?
What satellites?
What are you talking about? Where you been? Man.
Working.
Yeah, we should have recorded this. I got some stuff to say. No, I mean, like, all the satellite things that they just launched out and Russia had done, and they put one up for, what was it, like Iraq or something like that? Or Iran. They put one of theirs up. There's all these things. I mean, are they going to use, I think they would just use it as a scapegoat.
I got you.
Because I don't, I hear, it's like, oh, they're just using it to inflict fear and make people freak out. But I'm not seeing that anywhere. So I don't think that could be the angle.
But I will say this. The thing for me is, I don't know why. Seriously, I don't know why. My spidey senses are not tingling for the eclipse. And maybe it should be because, seriously, like everything is being put in a position. There are multiple major cities that they're telling to prepare 2 weeks worth of food. Have independent chargers for your cell phones. Make sure you got gas in the car. And I'm hearing these warnings. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not nervous, like scared.
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
What's going to happen is going to happen. I just don't think that their angle is just to make people scared because nobody seems to be worked up about it or any other thing. I mean, they're activating National Guard and it's special forces. Isn't like biochemical, radioactive, and nuclear.
Okay.
That's what was going on in Oakland. They activated them. They got executive orders.
Yes.
It's like make your appointments or anything or traveling 2 to 3 days beforehand. I don't know. It's just weird.
But that's what I'm saying. And can we go into those Bible scriptures?
Yeah, yeah, I spent a whole bunch of them. Yeah, there is a bunch. Okay, so there's a
You
bunch of them.
did. You did.
Yeah, and I don't have. I mean, I have the verses I sent you written down that I had. There is stuff in Matthew 24. Should I get Miss Sharon? Sorry,
What up, Miss
you don't have
Sharon?
to put anything down, Miss Sharon. Yeah, like at Matthew 24:29. There's a lot of them that talk about the sun being blacked out, things that
Okay.
are like biblically that refer to eclipse and things that will happen. And these are the signs of the end times. Now, I do believe that. I do believe that we're having these signs. We are. They're across the board,
Yes.
way before even anything to do with this eclipse. And there's stuff in Mark, Genesis, Revelation, Joel, Amos, Matthew. I already said Matthew, Exodus. There's a bunch of them. I should sit here and just type them up while you talk. So I do lean, towards that. And there's all these things like the pattern it's going to take. What's the 7 towns it's going over? It's
Nineveh.
There's I think there's 7 cities or something like that. All named that. What's it? It's a lot of people say it's that time of Jonah.
Yes.
So to me, I told you, I'm like, I guess there's that earthly side about things that they're going to use it for something else and blame it on that. And then there's this biblical side. And I know that those have to coincide together, but that's just where I see all you guys coming in. Candle, Sandra, Robin, all you guys, I appreciate you. This is very spontaneous. And I'm not spontaneous like that. Josh, I will.
I'll put her up to it, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you and I have been kind of just talking this back and forth.
Yeah.
But I don't want people to lose sight and focus and just be, crazy.
Oh no, we're gonna get into this.
But I don't see that people are doing that.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's just weird. This is dumb. What are they doing? We've never ever done this. And there's been eclipse before. Now, it was kind of weird when I sent you that thing. I don't know. I haven't put it up. I sent a couple of people the devil comet, and that's what it's called, devil comet. It's coming through the same time. It's like the size of, Mount Everest or something. It's coming through the same time this eclipse is, and then it won't come back through again until 2095. So there's these things that's like, okay, you can't make that stuff up.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a new warning too about the devil comet. Did you hear about that?
I haven't heard anything new today. No.
NASA's saying that the trajectory, the plan, the trajectory is supposed to miss Earth, but it has to go through like 1.2 million, I guess, asteroids and all these other things that are in outer space that could hit and send it our way or closer to our way. So it's still up in the air.
Right. Hey, McBain, Pilgrim, all you guys.
What up, McBean? I'm trying to get back in the gym, bro. It's not happening. I'm trying to. Mayhem.
I know McBean will make you feel like, man, maybe I shouldn't eat these many meals a day.
Man, I watch his videos and I'm just like, Josh, you gotta do better.
Somebody asked a question up here. Robin. Didn't walk across 7 states. I'm not sure.
Salem.
I never really paid big attention or went. I was like, oh, yeah, that's neat. If you're going to go view it, wear your protective glasses and all that. What was it, like 2017?
Yeah.
What it was?
That's what they said. Okay. Let's tap in, Casey. Fam, y'all in the chat. Let's tap in. So like I said, the eclipse for me, I don't know why, but it's not making my spider senses tingle. But, right. Casey, the one thing that we do know is that we are in something different right now. We're about to pull away from Israel, right?
Oh yeah. What did you say today? They said they're going to put second sanctions and stuff on them.
Yeah. Look, the book is The book is coming to.
That's where the clip goes differently for me. Everything's going on, and once America, I'm sorry, this is the way I feel. Whatever. Once we turn our back on Israel, it says it. My good book is sitting right here, always near me. When we turn our back on Israel, we're done. The United States, Americas are not mentioned in the end times. We are the new Sodom and Gomorrah. We are the new Babylon. I think it'll be destroyed.
Yeah. So okay. So that within itself is why the eclipse, it does have some sort of significance, but I don't. You know what I mean? I don't. Maybe an EMP will hit. Maybe they'll do something crazy. I don't know, but they're telling everybody to prepare for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wonder. I don't know. I just think they're going to, even if it's okay. We know with the cell phone service, the things that went down just recently with the phones, and then there was all been glitches with social media. There's been a couple things here lately, right before this happens.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to do it as a certain type of trial run.
Gotcha.
Maybe they'll do it as a trial. Remember how we said they would do things in regions and areas and not as a whole? Maybe they're going to do a trial run for things in the path of where this goes. Because the states that are Ohio, Texas, Oklahoma, all these different ones in between, they're the ones implementing these things to put into place. Everywhere else isn't. So, maybe they're going to do a little dress rehearsal on something like that again.
What are you thinking, though? All right, chat.
They got to do something with communication, grid, internet, something to see. They got it. They would have to test that.
Yeah.
That's what they
chat. Come on, tap in, chat. Let me move this mic back. Hey, y'all tap in. Pilgrim, you said it's coming. What's coming, bro? Tap in. I need to hear from y'all. Random, Miss Sharon, McBean. What do y'all think? Yeah.
Yeah, I did read about that Thistle Moon also, about the devil comet.
Yeah. All right. So another one for me is I don't know the verse, the scripture in the Bible, but signs. Listen, everything. He does not make mistakes, Casey. Let's go. Exactly. He doesn't make mistakes. So for this to be as significant as it is, it does have to be some form of signs and wonders in the sky. It does have to have some form of meaning. You know what I'm saying?
It does. I mean, because there's scripture that backs that out. That's why I'm more so biblically than I do putting in what man is going to do. Because at the end of the day, for me, with anything with man and what they're doing, and they're activating this, and when they do like FEMA stuff, and there's just all these different things they've done. All the executive orders and stuff. I mean, they're going to do what they want to do and play their games and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess because my fear isn't of man, and I don't put a whole lot. I mean, you pay attention and you take note and you kind of try to stay steps ahead and what kind of games they're playing. But
right.
I mean, hey, Lorf, anyone else I've missed? Hey, Milkmaid, anyone else here? I just think that if something's going to happen, it's because they're going to be playing around and they're just going to use that as a excuse.
Yeah. Man, we're in different times. Seriously, we are really in different times.
Right.
I think we do too much. People on this planet. I think we do too much. Either we learn too much, we try to, and then Tower of Babel. Something happens where it's like, wait, hold on. We're physical beings. We're meant to be here on the surface.
Right.
And I don't know. I think when there's so much going on. We got transhumanism, Neuralink. Casey, there's so the essence of us human beings in its purest form. Come on,
right,
is under attack.
Of course, that's that's our agenda. That's what the whole thing is. Whether it's depopulation, it's transhumanism, it's all these different things they're pulling and doing. I'm going through, so I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, with the whole November thing, I'm telling that's not going to be how we've known. Wasn't it before? Isn't it something around like March, April when things happen on election years? Isn't there usually like something that happens like right there in the spring or something kicks off?
I don't know.
Something. Well, I think it was yesterday I read something. I need to go back and look at exact dates about things. But yeah, November, especially depending on where you're at. Yeah, see, Pilgrim, I don't know. I mean, they may just be doing a test run of something.
Look, in Casey, look, there are so many. There's so many things happening around us. The border, the helicopter went down. Prayers for the family of the lost border patrol and the national. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now they're saying today they said that there are more drones than ever.
Did you see the thing about was it like 1,000? Was it like 1,000 a day or 1,000 a week are coming through the southern unmanned drones are coming? They're coming through the southern border. Seriously,
yeah. And as far as National Guard, so now we're getting them deployed. They're already here in the southern border down in Texas. Now they're going to be the Navy and stuff is going to be deployed over in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Down,
to
yeah.
stop the Haitian influx.
Yep.
Now we got the National Guard in New York City going through bags and purses.
Yeah.
What's left? West Coast?
They got their own stuff going on over there all the time. Yeah. Sorry, my West Coast people. Yeah, I agree. That's why there is so much. And I think, and we talk about all the time, they're going to bombard us. It's going to be tons. I see it, Billy. I see it. Everybody, if I've missed you, Maverick. Kentucky Survival.
1,000 daily.
Jamal, Nana. I appreciate all you guys. And I went squirrel.
TikTok. But look,
all of the little things that they're doing,
man.
Why is the president's hand and government's hand in that? Now, I don't have TikTok. I never have. But once they start doing that, you talking about China 2.0, where they take control over everything?
I know.
That's just the tip of it. It doesn't stop. It never stops with that, something like that. It never stops with just one thing they do.
No, seriously. And supposedly, like, over there across, the Red Dragon, they don't even allow their youth to have the same TikTok that we have here.
Yeah.
Man, and I actually have one of those, the DJI drones. I got one of the cheaper ones. I can't afford the big fancy ones, right? But Casey, the things that this drone can do, right? Yeah. Like, man, my drone, it's my cell phone. My drone it's in the car because I was going to fly it yesterday. I didn't. Without my drone, I can pull up everywhere that I have flown it. I can show you a video of everywhere that I have flown it. And so when they told me that, like, the Red Dragon has this information,
yeah,
almost every part of this country has been mapped out and sent straight to them.
Yeah. Is the balloon things attached to that?
Yeah. We need to get in some scripture. We need to get in some scripture.
Like, I'm not worried about anything. He's like, well, now that we're talking about all of it. Hey, Native.
Yeah. What up, Native?
I appreciate it.
What up, Milkman? Hey, we got to get into some scripture. Yeah. You hear me, Casey?
I hear you.
Man, Thessalonians. All right. No, because you playing. Casey she's sitting over there playing. So the other day, this is how we do it, y'all. I'm driving, I'm working, and we're on the phone, and I'm like, man, Thessalonians. I'm like, you know me, I'm random. I'm like, I don't know the exact verse of scripture, but the falling away. And something comes and releases the Antichrist. And y'all, our conversations just it blew up. Like, we were just like, what do you think? Yeah, this is what we've been talking about. We're da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Casey.
I'm telling you, that's why this stuff does line up. Now, if you're not a faith, you don't believe it, that's your free choice. Do what you want. But I'm telling you, it lines up. That's why when I pulled the scriptures today that have to do biblically about what eclipse biblically in the signs of the times and what he says is going to happen. And these are this, and it says, nobody knows the day or the hour, but it says, it says that you're going to see these, be on watch for these signs. And it's just different. I know. And people are like, well, there's always been eclipse. That's why this is stupid what they're doing. Everything's different in 2024. Everything we've been saying, here it is mid-March, and things have just been, it's been crazy. And then, there's, different things we were talking about, and even on my Sunday chat, and you popped up there for me, and you were talking about stuff we were talking about, and you were talking about Thessalonians. I was like, I just did Thessalonians like 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and we were talking about that, and like the differences we're seeing, and we've been talking about that. I see a lot of you, Loretta, all you guys. If I miss anything, I'm sorry. Yeah, get him, Lord. Yeah, I know he's playing.
No. How's that solo, Lorv? Hey, Thistle Moon. Hey, I love it. Who you got? Just throw it in the comments. Who you got? And tap in. Who you got?
Y'all put stuff in there.
I'm open to all suggestions. I really am.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't
Casey.
Yeah. Go listen.
Okay, I watched the video. And man, every day I'm learning something because I'm praying, I'm in communication, I'm asking, I'm seeking discernment. So what is it that allows the Antichrist? I know we're going left and all over the place, y'all, but what is it? The video said that something has to happen to release the Antichrist. And I never heard that before in my life.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think something has to usher it in or release that to come in. Yes, I do believe that.
What do you think?
I've said, we've been saying for a long time. Last year or so, the horsemen are here. Yeah, okay.
They riding.
Man, they are saddled up, gone. Okay, that's just how I feel. The red heifers, Pilgrim. Yeah, they got those three, and there's not a blemish that's come up on them.
Really?
And no, it's not a blemish. I think they had 4, and one of them got a white hair blemish or something. There's 3 that do not, and they've had them a while. They're over there, and every Satan himself and all that are working. They don't want that to happen. They don't want the thing with the red heifers to happen because they know what that means. That means the temple's going to be built. Biblical, read your Bible. There's so much to get into, but I don't know. Something has to usher in the Antichrist. I've been saying what I was talking about a second before I kind of went squirrel was AI is attached to that.
Man, come on now.
Is it going to be someone that has the Neuralink thing in?
There's so much going on.
That's why this eclipse thing is a bit different. But it's not different in the sense of what they're warning about to me. I don't think the eclipse itself is like, well, this eclipse can do all these things that they're saying. Oh, everything may go down. Don't, be at the house, get food, fill up with gas, get your cash. It's telling people to get cash, 2 weeks worth of all this stuff.
Seriously.
It's not the eclipse itself. I don't know.
Okay. So random. Hey, we got to tap in with native just dropped too. First Thessalonians. The hinders. I need clarification on the hinders. Hey, but look.
Yeah, I do. I do believe this. Now, as long as the church is here, I believe the church does call restraints. When the church is lifted over here, all hell's going to break loose on earth.
So are we talking rapture?
I mean, yeah, but everybody has their thing. I'm not going to get in this argument. It's either, pre, mid, or post. I have my opinions. Everyone has their opinions. But there is a thing that church has to be gone before certain things can take place. Like,
what's the church?
We are not immune to tribulations.
Okay.
And the tribulation, but we are immune to God's wrath, which is different. His wrath and the tribulations are different. Don't you think that people who went through things in history that they thought that was the worst kind of tribulation they could have ever thought going through? You know what I'm saying? If I've missed something, I'm sorry.
It's just people tapping in. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it.
To you because this is, we're just all talking. None of us, know for sure.
Good deal, Laura.
Yeah. Exactly. And I don't so much know. I don't think the Antichrist particularly probably knows right out that, hey, I'm the Antichrist.
Ah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's like, hey, I'm the Antichrist. I'm just waiting for this to go and my go thing. Now, they may be partial to that side of things. But that's why I think there's going to be attachment with AI, though.
There has to be. AI appears to be like the framework for the beast system. So there's gonna have to be something where, man, Elon, there is so much going on.
I think there's a connection with him with that. He's going to either usher it in, he's going to help it, he's going to be part of it, something. I do feel that way.
There's so much going on. It's not stressing. You know what I'm saying? It's just, can you, I can just remember when there were days where like there was nothing going on. You know what I mean? Like there's just nothing going on, just normal politics. And now we've got AI. You know what I'm saying? We've got the November elections, which it's not going to be good either way. We've got wars abroad, wars and rumors of wars, right? The hook in the jaw. We're about to step away from Israel. The Houthis have hypersonic missiles. Come on, man.
Well, I mean, we've always had this thing where,
Nancy,
people like, oh, well, we know this country and this country and that when they have nuclear abilities and stuff like that. But now we've never had it till where they're threatening each other. We'll go ahead. Well, I'll nuke you. I'll nuke you. Well, I'll nuke them. And it's never been to that level that it is now. I don't know. Hey, Sandy. Anyone else I've missed? I'm sorry.
She's like, let me go back to the chat.
I see you in here. Hey, D, how are you? Yeah, the Holy Spirit holding back the Antichrist. Yeah, I mean, because there is that thing, and like Native said, and I am a believer in that of the church, where the church being here is holding back our prayers, and the Holy Spirit being here on this earth is holding back to what's going to come, because certain things are going to come unglued once we're out of here.
Casey, look, this world, look, fam, hey, y'all, Chad, this world is so crazy. like, we get fed these videos. Everybody that's on YouTube, that's watching YouTube videos, we always get fed like these random videos, right?
Right.
And I got it was the weirdest thing ever, man. Don't ask me why, but it was like the new younger rappers. Like,
Right.
I have no idea who they are. Lil Durk, Lil something, Lil this,
Right.
Lil. And I guess they were talking to females. I know this is totally random, but they were talking to females, and I guess it was like a meet or greet type deal or something.
Right.
All of these popular rappers, in the black community, they
Right.
can't even talk right. They can't even. They couldn't even, like, they had to put the words up on the screen so you could understand what they were saying. There was no substance to these human beings, and these are the people that are influencing the majority of the.
Right.
This world is crazy.
I mean, everything we talk about, the music industry and Hollywood, and we see all these things, and they're all part of that certain club and ruled by and controlled by. If they're going to make it or stay in, they're part of that club. I don't care what anyone says. I truly believe that. Well, of course they're influencing, because that's building up to this also. That's building up to influencing these different generations, because doing that, we talked a while ago, we were talking about the falling away. We're seeing that. You and I have been talking about that, and this great deception, because there's going to be people who are going to be, I'm of faith. They're going to be deceived. That great deception, they're going to be deceived, because I can't remember who said it. Maybe it was Milkmaid. There's a couple, I don't know. It's a couple people back that said it. Is anything that when they, like, all these type of things are saying, like the WF things and the things they're doing with Israel, and they're saying, for peace and security. And that is in the good book. It says when they start talking about, for peace and safety, this is what's going to happen. It's going to unravel. And they're doing that. Again, things are planned. It's just key little things that don't seem so big and obvious and scary that are coming out. But it says these are the signs we're to wait for. And those are the exact words they're matching. Because Satan himself knows the whole Bible. He knows how to play off that, because that's where it's going to be that great deception. People are going to lean towards some false god, set coming or whatever, and they're going to fall into that. That's what we were talking about staying at. Yes, random. Yeah.
Casey.
Yeah.
The falling away. Can we? You mentioned that to me. The falling away.
Yeah. We've been talking about that.
On a daily basis, I talked about this before. I reevaluate myself, my mental, my physical, my spiritual. I'm going to the gym tomorrow. Yeah, making it happen. Because right now, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I come under attack so many different ways on a daily basis. And it may sound crazy to some people, but if I don't check it at the door, if I don't check these thoughts at the door, it'll start to build. It'll start to, and I think the falling away
feeds off of it. Well, so many people. Remember, we were talking about don't trip up, don't get caught in the trap, and fall in that. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that around us all the time. I've shared things with you, and I've just been like, close people. I'm just like, I cannot fathom this is what's going on. People, coming to me about things, and I'm seeing that more and more. And we knew we were going to see those in these more end times. Now, when people say the end times, none of us know the hour, but the end times, our timing here isn't the same as it is for, the time. Time is different. It could be a lot longer from now. It's going to seem like could seem like a long time for us, but it's just a blink, to God and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. But I think we're going to see that more and more, but that is part of the great deception. That's part of the plan to get how many people to fall. That's why the road is straight and narrow.
Seriously. I'm not gonna lie to you. And probably sometime last week, I was really fighting with myself. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was really fighting with myself, and I was, Josh, are you know what I'm saying? Are you good? Are we all right, Josh? I know it sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? The distractions. And that's why I evaluate myself on a daily basis, because sometimes you may start to just, you know what I'm saying? It's the small things. It's the radio.
I don't, trivial things that you were like, that's not a big deal, but it'll grow, especially now more than ever. I think that is, and I'm like, you better check it now.
Right.
You may not. You may be like, "Oh, it's not really a big deal. It wasn't anything like major, or I didn't think about." No, check it because I'm like, but again, I tell all people all the time, I'm stubborn enough in my situation and my faith to be like, and nothing. I'm not going to be tripped up
Yes.
about something.
Yeah.
If
Seriously.
I got to burn bridges, well, that's what it is. If I got to check and reevaluate things with myself, simple things it could be. We
Yes.
don't know, but I think we're going to see that more and more.
Somebody irritated me. Somebody, it was work. It was work. So it was work, and they were trying to. I don't know, they were trying to give me an offer to come and work for this company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm freelance, and they were actually irritating me. And the position that I was in, I had to kind of respond. Like I couldn't just blow it off and be like, "Man, y'all do whatever y'all want to do." I legitimately had to respond, so I had to make a decision. And I mean, I really just wanted to let them have it, like But that's what I could tell that's what the energy wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for me to get worked up.
Don't take the bait. Don't take the. I mean, and gosh knows, I think that's going to come more and more.
Yeah.
Even little things like that, I think is going to come more and more. And I
see Milkmaid. Yeah,
Milkmaid. Yeah. I am smiling at you guys. I see you over here. Because I'll get over here and get Squirrel to interrupt or something. And I'm going to talk about dreams in a second, Nancy.
We're talking about dreams.
Yeah, I had a dream last night. It wasn't anything like major, but I had a dream last night. But she was talking about in 1980, she had this weird dream.
Let me read it.
Yeah, I know. I just think that there's going to be things, and I think that's when we have to reevaluate how we talk about evaluating stuff every day in ourselves. I think that we have to keep a mindset that you cannot go into, especially in these times we're in, 2024, where we are, and if you're of faith, this is what I'm talking about. You cannot go in and try to please man. And when I say man, it could be family, friends, coworkers, people you're around, being in the crowd, not whatever. You can't be, I got to please or do, for them. I don't want to hurt their feelings or whatever. I'm like, if God lays something on you, I don't care whose feelings I hurt. And I am sorry, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm not ever going to be maliciously mean to anybody. That's not my character to be that way. But if we can't be on this pleasing, because that is that. I think that's part of that great deception, and that's tripping up that things that we're seeing more and more. Yeah. And that's just not going to do it. Just be on check about things like that. That doesn't mean you have to live in like, oh my gosh, I'm just this tense, nervous, on edge all the time. Because with that and staying in that conversation and having the faith and saying the word, you're going to have a peace about it. Like I have, there's just going to be a different peace about it. It's not going to be, this grunted attitude you're walking with. I'm not. If that's what you're getting, then that's not right here.
Thank you, Thistlemore. Got it.
Oh, I'll have to get down there. I'm probably behind. Sorry. You know how
Chapter
I do.
2, verse 3. Yeah, do you think? Thessalonians.
So I had this dream last night. I told Huckleberry this morning. I was like, I had this dream. Did y'all have Five Belows where you live? The Five Below little store? I had a dream we were Five Below and we were picking up something. And we were in there paying. It wasn't nothing like crazy. And we were like, oh, I'm going to get some cash back. We did our car. Oh, they were like, we don't have any cash. We have no money. And the lady opened her drawer and it was like, there was nothing in there. And I was like, oh. And then in the corner, like where you got relieved, there was an ATM. And there was no money in the ATM. And then we were going and there was all these people, like, we were like looking around. We could see all these like independent standing ATMs. All these people were like really mad. And people were like throwing their card. They're like, there's no money. There's no money. And we were like getting in the car. Like, well, we know there's one over here on this side of town. Yeah. There was like no money of anything. And then in my dream, I was like, I don't know why we waited because today's Friday. We knew it was going to happen on Friday. And I'm like, we knew it. Man, we got to go get some money. We actually don't leave stuff in because it's just for real. But I dreamt about that last night for some reason. I have no idea why. Yes, from the pollen. I've been getting sinus headaches from the pollen. I have to come in and do a sinus rinse.
Man,
everything's
horrible
in here.
Yeah. There's so much going on, Casey. Fam, without a doubt, we are literally in the mix. We are. We're here. Yeah. Hey, so what do you think? Let's go abroad a little bit. You think the Europe, the NATO might start mixing it up with Russia?
Yeah, because I still think they're going to be poking around. They still want that to pop off. They want that to pop off. That has not changed, even though it's been dragging out forever. They need that to happen because that is part part of the agenda. That's part of what was part biblically. I mean, if you look at everything it says about Israel, and you look at everything it says about, like
North,
the Middle East and Russia, we know that's, Rosh and, Gog and Magog. We know it. I guess everything like that, it doesn't have me wringing my hands freaked out. Yes, what bothers me is the innocent that are casualties and that suffer along the way in all this evilness that's going on. That is where it is, because the Bible said it was going to happen. It's just all nothing, and nobody's going to stop it. No president's going to stop it. Nobody steps on scene. Nothing that we change, and then their climate crap, whatever they try to throw out. God said it was going to come to pass. So I just have a peace about it's going to come to pass.
Yeah.
But I think it's still, that has to go on. That's not going to cool down and all of a sudden just go away.
You're right. Yeah. 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 I hear you, Laura. Yeah. You know what, though? I heard something today that it was in line with what I'm thinking. Laura, the Haitians. It's all too perfect. It's all too perfect. I think they want to get the National Guard in place for what's coming. I think seriously, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that the people who are here, and I talk to so many people throughout the day, older people who have these wonderful ideas about what's happening. I ask them, what's up with these immigrants? We start talking about grocery prices, old people. Right. Yeah. And then what do you think about the immigrants? I'm cannon fodder, votes. Yeah. Votes, cannon fodder. Casey, I know military replacements. I've been seeing more and more in the YouTube streets videos about the immigrants replacing the lower class black population, the welfare class. I've been seeing that. It's across the board.
Yeah.
So what's your current take on the migrants? Tap in, chat. What do you think, Casey?
I've said it before. I think they're stacking them up here. People are like, oh, it's just for votes. They're going to fix whatever they're going to fix with that. That's just my opinion. They have that in the back. They know what to do with that.
We will never. Go ahead. Sorry. What? No, nothing. I get worked.
I think they're going to stack in. I mean, we said they're stacking up in our military. They've had three classes now that are completely. They were of illegals, migrants that came over, and law enforcement positions classes. They've done that. I think they were in California. There was 2 other ones that also, this has been since the end of last year and stuff. They've done that. My opinion is they're going to use them to do they're going to use them to inflict on us what they want to happen, because our own majority of them, yes, there's a couple few, they're not going to do that to us. They're not going to round us up. They're not going to push us to stuff. They're not going to come after us. They're going to use them because most of them hate America anyways. I think they're stacking them in here. So if they pull ML or something like that, they're going to do it. They don't like us anyways. That's just my opinion.
There's some cities in New York that some parks. I've seen videos. It could be propaganda. I don't know. But there's some parks in New York City that I would not walk through now in broad daylight. And I ain't scared.
Don't you think what they got going on over there in the subway, the different things, isn't that kind of like ML light? I mean, some of the stuff they're doing, and people aren't seeing that.
Casey, it's all coming together for me. And then supposedly there's a law that was passed that's going to allow them to. That's going to allow them to see who's not supposed to be here. Who's illegal and who's not. So we need to do some digging on this law, because if they do have a law that's passed, then that means that they can check anybody. Me. They don't know if I'm from Haiti.
Where's your papers? It's just probably going to be in a digital form. Where are your papers? Show me your papers. Did we not see that? In World War II?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same. It's just like I said, it repeats. It's just in a modern setting. It's modern today. It looks different because it's modern, and they can't go in all out like they did before with gas chambers and everything else and the mess that they did. But they can't go. They're not going to do it like that.
And not NG is getting put in place all around this country. We're getting normalized to them being there. And the thing that worries me is that, just in rural cities, in rural areas, when you do see, National Guards placed in these rural cities, you're gonna be like, okay, well, they're just trying to police the migrant.
To everything. They've been doing that where and they're like, oh yeah, well they're here, we're used to it. Nothing's happened. They've never. It's just that even like they've done in like how they say they desensitize you with movies and things they put out in different generations. It's the same concept.
Where you barcode. Yeah.
So Native on this, I mean, I'm always about. I know all the answers are in the good book, and if you have that communication always with God, He's going to tell. He may tell how I may need to prepare may be different than what He tells you because our circumstances are different, our areas are different, things like that. That is my feeling on that. But then there are things, Josh and I, remember we talked about that. You were like, oh, my prepping has completely changed than what it was, say, a year ago.
Yeah.
There are different things like that. I think that's why we stay in tune with what's going on. Doesn't mean we have to be like, oh, y'all listen to this and you're being fearful. And like, no, well, I mean, it's smart to kind of like have a heads up of what's coming. And not everybody, some people don't have to do that. And that's perfectly fine. That's their choice. Is you kind of like, okay, well, I need to kind of shift gears. And I think we have to be able to be flexible like that and change things as they come because it's always changing around us. Yes.
Hey, can I tell you my latest and greatest find? It's Friday. It's Friday. It's the weekend. We just hanging out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling you, it's this thing is a weird ride. I think I texted to you. Plasmoids. Have you heard of that? Plasmoids? Have you ever heard of that?
Plasmoids?
Yeah.
Does it have to do with like
plasma beings?
Yeah.
UAP. Okay. Native. You ain't here. Native. Plasmoids. You gotta check this out, bro. It's the latest and greatest. I think our military. So now we're shifting gears. We're going to the whole UFO UAP thing. Fallen angels. Da 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 da. All that. Plasmoids. I saw a video popped in my feed. It just pop in. This is a guy in a city. He was watching these light orbs flying around. He was like, and some of them even look like they have wings. Like, so I was like, oh, it's geese. Legit. The videos he had, they were flapping their wings, light orbs in the city, but up in the sky. He had like tons of these different videos. And you think they were geese until one of them takes off and it shoots all the way across the horizon, makes a U-turn and comes back and starts messing with the other ones. So now the cutting edge UAP, UFO, fallen angels, interdimensional beings is plasmoids. Well, okay. No time. They're beings of energy, plasma. They traverse time, space, galaxy. That's why the UAPs supposedly can go in the water and not be affected. That's why they can.
So it's you're not talking about plasma altered in things. Is that what you're talking about? Does that go with it? Are they doing things that's altering plasma within people or in beings or animals or anything? Or
man, you got to just check it out. I'm just saying. You just got to check it out. Yeah, no, I hear you, Lorf. It's I'm still researching, but it's toroidal fields, which is the most common shapes of UAPs, UFOs. It's the infinity sign is how they produce their energy at the, it's the 8.
Yeah. The sideways 8. Yeah. Infinity.
At the middle is where they supposedly produce the energy to do whatever they do. We are supposed to have a plasma field within us, which is supposedly supposed to be our aura.
Oops. Hold on.
Yeah. I saw a video like that the other day. Oh, they got you too, Mary. They got you, Mary.
I saw somebody say they seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're going to use that as their escape thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they said too that the spirit, the soul, because plasma is this energy that we can't harness, the spirit itself. They talk about the silver lining.
Yeah.
our aura that we project is supposed to be a plasma electromagnetic field, spiritual field. I don't know, man. I'm just checking it out. I'm just checking it out.
Yeah.
It's
I know
all
you'll be like,
science.
you'll send me these 3-hour videos like, Casey, you gotta watch this.
Hey, man, this thing is interesting to say the least. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Some of the technologies, the plasma technologies, is coming out now. UAPs, every time the UAPs are supposed to have like this plasma field around them that allows them to do what they do. But science is coming out now where some of the stealth bombers, they do have some of these technologies, these plasma technologies.
Yeah.
We're going through radar. They can make it actually look like there are 25 stealth bombers through this plasma ionization technology. I don't know. I'm just, I'm saying.
Well, whenever they start talking about things, they've been doing it, and they're way ahead than what they're letting us know.
That's what scares me.
All right. Well, all of it, everything, all of this, anything they're letting us know about, they've already been doing those things.
Yeah.
That's how it always is.
It all goes back to the Bible for me, to the word.
Yeah. Well, that's why, like I said at the beginning, all of that, this eclipse thing, the elections coming up, the stuff going on overseas, everything. It all goes back biblical to me, but that's where, I have a sound faith and everything. There's nothing that's going to happen or come to pass on this earth that's going to be a surprise to God.
Yes.
He already knows everything. It's already been played out. He knows.
Yeah.
Yes, about the ocean thing. That's absolutely true.
Yeah. Oh, man. There's so much going on, Casey. Fam, I know y'all are already doing it. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but seriously, head on the swivel, spiritually. Know your surroundings.
Don't trip up on stuff in this, because I'm telling you, it's going to be the deception and the great falling away. It's going to, and the thing is Satan knows how to get us close to home, or within close in our circles, or in our workplace, or where he knows you go and interact. Maybe it's always where you go grocery shopping or do your whatever. Because things are it says it's gonna happen like that. It says at the end that's how it's gonna be.
I hear you, Nancy. Hey, I went to Kroger's today, grocery shopping, $131. I got no meat, meat, no steaks, no ham for ham sandwiches, no meat. I gotta go hunt and find out who has meat cheaper tomorrow.
Yeah.
The basics. Incomplete groceries for $131. What kind of business is that?
You got local butchers. We only get our stuff from our own meat, our local butchers, and they're always better deals in the grocery stores.
Oh yeah, no, but in Dallas, that's exotic. In Dallas? Oh, you're gonna pay for that. You're gonna pay for that in Dallas.
A local butcher?
Yeah, there's like 3. There's 3. Fort Worth, Dallas. Yeah, there's 3. And I checked them out. They've got, the only thing that they sell are like packages of meat now. You can't just go in and just get this. It's packages. And the lowest package is $250 something.
Good.
Certain amount. Yeah. Oh yeah.
We live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. KY survival, yeah, and native, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be constant. It's got to be constant, and I always play for that discernment. That's what I talk about. You don't. It's just don't get caught up in. Don't be deceived, because it's going to happen.
Miss Sharon,
hey, Michigan.
Come on.
I'm glad it fit for you.
What you talking about, Miss Sharon? I want to understand. I also feel I'm misunderstood.
Sharon, he said you need to
clarification.
Read it, but
I love you, Miss Sharon. Yeah. A lot of things. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, yeah, we do our own, or I know we work really close family friends with the butcher we use many generations. Because y'all know they're injecting that meat. Don't even act like y'all don't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's just how we choose to do stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Casey, can you hold it down? I gotta go. One sec.
Yeah. I'm stuck with you guys. Sorry, he can't be here.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, that's me. And Miss Sharon, and we've said this before. A lot of people say this. The good book is the only one that you can read it 100 times, and every time it's going to talk to you, speak to you, show you something different at a different time in your life. And I've been in that more and more. Like I had done First and Second Thessalonians. I did that again. I did it last month, and I hadn't said anything. And then Josh got up with me, and he was like, "Casey, this." It was just like it came off the page. It was just this thing, this revelation to him about certain things. And I'm like, I just did that last month, and that was kind of what we had been talking about. But it's coming to play out. So much more is in there. I guess that's why I don't have. I mean, a big fear. Like I'm like, I have certain things. I'll have a certain urgency. Like, okay, I know I need to get this or do this, or Huckleberry and I have plans for certain things. Matter of fact, the reason he's not in here is because he's doing construction right now, out on the last bit of construction on this house. I'll have that feeling, but I don't have a fearful feeling. Mm-hmm. It's just that like Native, Miss Sharon, random, several else. Yeah, it's about that every day. It's about that relationship, because he will tell you. And the thing is, it may not. It may not always be what we want to hear. Truly, this path. I mean, when I said before, when you pray, like I pray, God, please use me. Use me how you need to use me, because that's what I'm here for. And we may not always like it. That's why I think sometimes I'm like, you better make sure you mean it when you say, okay, God, just whatever your will is, use me. What path are you going to pick me up and put me on, or take me off of this one and put me on another one? And everything has a season. You better be, ready. That's that constant communication. Oh, I'm glad you're home, PT1.
Hey, because sometimes you may not hear what you want to hear. Absolutely. He may have different ideas for you.
Yep. And I have been there many times in my life at different times. I mean, it can be subtle. It can be subtle.
So what do you do? Suck it up and do it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll be like, really? Gosh. Well, let's just sleep on it tonight, Lord, and just tell me something tomorrow.
Yeah. Right.
But there are times I've had that laid on me, and I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. What's that meme? Have y'all seen that joke? And it was like, it's like somebody on a phone. It's like me calling up God, make sure I'm not on the Warriors list for 2024 or something like that. And I was like, oh, God, is this my year? This is going to be chill or what?
Yeah.
But then I do have those things, and I think that's that saying of being on fire for God is, what a time to be alive. Seriously. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I do have those moments that feel like that, and I always, like I said, it can be something very small. Like when I talked Sunday about this channel and different things, I had those. And that again, that's that communication with God. I knew where it was coming from, or it could be something very big, and I've had that before too. Scary things, and that is that whole, I got to step out on faith because I'm not comfortable with this. I'm not, and the timing is never, but he does that. He does that. And I promise you, if you take that, if you trust him and take those steps, he's going to bless you and he's going to get you through it, because he's not going to bring you, but I'll bring you all the way out here and just abandon you and let you fall on your face. But he wants to know, are you trusting me? Yeah. I know what's on the other side of this, but I need you to come on. And we may walk through horrific things, but he's still right there, and there's still a purpose for that.
Yes.
We have to remember
everything.
That.
Yeah.
Good, bad, indifferent. There's a purpose. There is, and that's just, that's how I am.
Yeah. Get it, Michigan. Hey. And when you do tomorrow, when you look at that house, bro, taking every moment of the excitement and enjoy it, and the wife seeing the house and just, take in the moments, man.
And I'm praying for you on that, Michigan. I'm praying for you and your family about that. For real.
Yeah. Pilgrim. Yeah. Casey, I don't know. This eclipse is coming. It's coming. It has to have at least spiritual significance. Man,
and you'll know. You may try to ignore it. Like if something is coming about and you're like, this ain't where God wants me. Maybe anywhere. It could be something simple like what you're, watching on social medias. What YouTube you're sitting on, or maybe you're wasting time on things like that. And like, shouldn't you be reading my words? Because I got all the answers and you over here looking for it in man. You're looking for man. You got to, when you feel that little tug, you got to be like, all right, I'm going to close this down and do it. You reveal something.
Yeah. Hey,
and even now more than ever, because the deception is going to be unreal. It is already, but it's going to get it so much worse.
It is. Hey, I got a question for the chat. Seriously.
Go ahead, throw it down there.
Because sometimes I sound crazy and I don't have the answers. I just be throwing stuff out random. Just, hey, Pilgrim. Pilgrim. Hey, is there going to be an election?
Come on, Pilgrim. You're on the spot. Man, you want to hop up here real quick and answer that one too?
I would absolutely love that. Is there going to be an election? Let's throw it out to the chat. Casey, Pilgrim, Survival 76, Ashley. Is there going to be an election? Miss Sharon.
You think there's going to be... Now, when you say, is there going to be an election, do you mean like voting and it's going to be like how we've always known an election? Or do you mean as in change his seat?
I don't see T-Man and Potato debating.
No.
I don't see it.
All right, here we go.
I don't know.
No. I mean, they're saying there'll be like when finalized. Miss Sharon,
he went in.
No.
So what happens if it's not finalized? See, I'm loving the information, y'all.
Finalized, like something's going to get in, and then they're gonna kind of something's going to come up and like, oh no, we're not changing seats because we're not going to finalize that.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna not finalize it is like whoever gets in there. There's no way Ice Cream Potato is gonna where he's at. He's not. But my thing is, I was like, are they because there was a couple things coming up and I was like, oh, they're setting the stage to have him removed. And are they gonna put Harris in there? Oh my God, help us.
Man, there's certain
her own party don't like her, so I can't imagine that.
There's certain things that it's not gonna happen. Like that one day when we had the I guess certain aspects of the internet went down when supposedly there was an announcement that Michael was gonna run.
Yep.
Yeah.
I told you what I thought. I think come August, because there's that second thing coming August.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna use Big Mike as a smoking gun or something.
We ain't going for that.
There's gonna be some people that's gonna go for that.
There are certain things that they just really shouldn't try with the public. It's just too much.
They already doing too much, Josh.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
It's ridiculous. I mean, but there's been good that's come out because there's been people I have seen since Potato's been in office and all these things that people who were not awake and just went with it. And they're like, nope, I'll always vote this party no matter what. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care what's going on. I just lean this way. I support. They just usher in everything that they want to do. People are waking up from this.
Yeah.
This train wreck dumpster fire that he's been.
Yeah.
So there's good coming for that.
I got you.
Good coming from the bad of it. I don't know.
Nancy,
you think they're going to contest no matter what on each side. Now, see, remember what we've been saying? I thought something with election. I was like, they're going to create a scenario to spark off. There'll be some type of civil war again.
I can see that.
I just think that it's going to have to. Something's going to go on with the election stuff. They're going to fuel something.
I could see that, Casey. I could see that.
Yeah.
Hey, Pilgrim. What he just the comment? I could see it. After we go through all of like the games, it's like what do they call it? The football, basketball games where it's like down to the last like 2 seconds, a nail biter. Yeah, nail biter.
Mm-hmm.
But emotionally, they've already been protesting in the streets for months. The A team, the BEL, they've been protesting and stuff, campaigning, super fiery rhetoric. Yeah. The left is at the right is at the left. Yeah, I could see it. I could. And then it goes down. And then like protest, everybody out in the streets, everybody watching. The results going to be announced this day. Yeah.
But that's like Robin, yeah. The
Mm.
National Guard and everything. I do. I think they're doing. That's why I wonder: are they going to do test runs of stuff during the eclipse?
Okay. All right. I'm with you
That's what
now.
I'm talking about because they're gonna. They do that. I mean,
I'm on board.
we're like, look at man. There's been so much just this year. I just wonder if they're going to use that as an excuse to little,
I see it now.
practice runs. Because they're doing that. They're setting up house, and gosh knows they're bringing in the ones into this country and giving them the uniform that are going to always like, heck yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll round them up. Yeah, I'll do this. Unethical things. I'll do it.
Barbecue.
Barbecue. You know who barbecue is. Didn't you see that? I'm like, is this really where we are? We have like cannibal Haitians out doing stuff.
Do you think we could have fomented that just to get the National Guard in place in other places, just to have one more thing to have to worry about here, the propaganda to use?
Right.
I don't know.
They've got them really, because when the president there, when that happened, just happened to be out of the country, and wasn't he like?
Oh, really?
With the I can't even say their name.
I don't know.
The C couple. They
really?
were the man and wife couple. I think there was a connection with something with him. I think it was them. Don't quote me on it, but there was something with them. I guess that was kind of like they kind of had him seated. He just happened to be out of country when that came about. They did that. They allowed.
You think so?
That to happen. I saw a horrific. It was so. I saw
What'd you see, Casey?
Panel with this woman, and she was in Haiti, and she really looked. I mean, she looked terrified, and she looked like she was hiding. She said, "If you ever hear from me again, I'm dead. They got me." And there was people all over and stuff. That was over in Haiti where that stuff was going on. I mean, talk about demonic stuff over there.
Yeah, man. Hey, I saw a comment in another live stream today. And they were like, "Hey, if you don't think this stuff in Haiti can happen over here, you better think twice."
Yeah.
McDonald's. I heard about it. Would all McDonald's globally had issues? Something like that?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear.
You didn't hear about it? Yeah, like all of them globally.
Like what? Their computer system went down?
So, some type of cyber attack or something. Something happened.
Oh my God! People in America lose their mind if they attack their McDonald's.
Yeah, Laura. Hey, man, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Shut down worldwide. They shut down, or like their computer systems and everything. That's crazy. Global hack on McDonald's. I didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Robin. They are big into that, and there's a lot of them who have come over, and they're in. Well, Josh, you probably know it because Huckleberry used to live over there.
I might know what
in New Orleans.
I don't mess with them people.
That. No, I'm talking about a lot of Haitians with that voodoo-y type life. They come into New Orleans and stuff like that. Huckleberry used to live there for a couple of years, and he was like, "There's so much of that stuff there." Yeah,
Huckleberry lived there.
I used to tell him like for years. I was like, "Let's go back. I just want the food and the music." He's like,
"Man,
nah, we ain't going back over there."
Nah, that's a wrap. Yeah, that's how I'm surviving, man. I cook a big old pot of red beans and rice on Sunday and eat it throughout the entire week because it's just that good.
I know you spice that thing up, right?
Pork bellies, bacon, all the good stuff.
All the good food. See?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm seeing all that their system went down. I don't know. I told you I had that dream about all the no ATMs were working anywhere. You couldn't get money out, and the banks were locking their doors. You couldn't get cash back. Nobody had money.
Really?
I mean, that was a dream I had.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's so much going on, but I mean, just as crazy as everything is, and this is just me. You do you and everything else, but my thing is always when I feel like, could it go this way or what's going to happen? There's so much on the table. What about this?
Right.
But I just end up going to God's word. I do have peace about it when that happens. Because he already knows. I know he's already on the other side of it. And if he's okay with letting it happen, because he can stop everything in just a snap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I have to say, okay, if you're okay with it and you let it come to pass, then I have to trust you on that, and I have to be okay with it. And meanwhile, we're still doing our things.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're doing all our things on the farm and the prepping and the mindset, mentally, spiritually. You and I talk all the time. Did you
Yes.
want me sharing all, random, all the time we keep,
Yep.
and say, touch base about different things. That's just what we do. We don't stop and,
Yeah.
crouch down in the corner and freak out.
Hey,
It's not going to do it.
my spidey senses may not be tingling for the eclipse, but I can promise you, April 6th, look, the cars will be topped off. The generator is going to be tip top condition, ready to go. The solar generator is going to be topped off. Everything is going to be squared away. Yes.
Well, this is kind of awful thing, but I wonder if I don't know if it's building up to something else, but our gases went up like 30 cents in 2 weeks. And then this morning I had to run out. I had to go get some feed for our animals, our big animals. And I went by and I was like, oh, gas went up 10 cents since yesterday. It's just been going up. And I know there's that thing about whatever, but before the 8th gets here, and if nothing happens, it's just a nothing burger. Great. Nothing happened. But I'll make sure everybody gonna stay at the house.
Hey, what if we see something crazy in the sky for the eclipse? No, look, okay.
You're in the path. You're in the path, yeah?
Absolutely. Yes. Well,
absolutely. Let us know. Why aren't you going live? You better go live. You better call into work right now. Just go ahead and tell them you're going to be sick that day.
I don't want to be a party pooper. I'm done with YouTube.
Right now.
You're a tribe.
We were going to record something.
You're a tribe. That's probably about it. You're a tribe. Yeah.
We're the chosen ones. Where's tribe?
I'm just saying.
No, we're here where I was Sunday.
I'm done. Yeah.
But let us know. Those who are in the path, let us know. Just through emails or whatever you're comfortable doing. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think Random said, seriously, no, there's some significance because we're in that time period. I think Random said 7 planets will align. Now look, I know.
But
there has to be.
It's biblical.
Seriously. There has to be something to it.
These things you're like, and there is no coincidence in the Bible or of faith. There is nothing. It's just a coincidence. Nothing has just happened. Now it may not be some huge ordeal. It may be something we don't actually see or understand. But there is something. I mean, God always has a plan. He knows we're doing everything. Little things. He has planned out, knows what's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely something to it. I don't know if you remember a couple of weeks ago we were saying it was the Miami UFO thing and all the other stuff. We were like, Josh, don't be with a turn on the end. I hear you. Yeah, I got you, Miss Sharon. I got you.
Yeah, Laura, if we were talking about that Devil's Comic, and it won't be back for 2095. Yeah, the Devil's Comic, and they said it's like the size of it's like an ever-size comic. It's all going the same thing. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
And if something that lands right on us, well, I hope it lands right on my head, and I'm up afterwards. I don't want to suffer. Just land
me too.
Right on my lap.
Josh, that's next year for the 7 planets. Oh, so it's not this eclipse. It's the next year.
Probably we're supposed to be changing seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, cosmic reboot, the aligning, all that stuff. I don't know. But okay, so the Miami event. Remember when supposedly there was 100 cop cars and there were these entities. I don't know if it was real or not, but we were saying the veil is being lifted. The veil really is being lifted.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see weird things in the sky and
what I mean, it says all the things. It has it listed. Look at some of these scriptures. I'll probably go put them in my community tab or something. Is October. If we got to pay attention and be in tune with things. If something's going on, look it up. Look it up in the good book. And if you don't understand, go Google it and say, you can just go in there and put eclipse verses, biblical verses on eclipse.
Yes.
And then get the verses and then go read them and go check it out. If it's backed, by God's word, then But he says all these things. We talk about Okay, you know how it says it talk about all these fires were going to happen? Well, God didn't say they were going to be natural fires. There could be these laser beam fires that they're doing and they're burning up everything. It still said there was going to be all these fires, all these earthquakes. There's going to be all this darkness, and that's why the sun covering in some of these verses I have in Matthew, Mark, all those type of things. It talks about that.
I caught that today too. Seriously, fire, whether man-made or whatever,
natural disaster, it just happened on. Yes.
God's created everything. It's all His deal. Yeah.
And look at that volcanic activity. There's different things that were going on. The earthquakes in weird places. Was it Iceland that had all that stuff? Yeah. I mean, I really think there's a lot that's going on that God's trying to get people's attention and be like, you've had, even if you're not a faith, you've heard this somewhere. It's going on all around you nonstop. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get your attention.
Yes.
I think that He's still biding, not Him biding time, but He's allowing those who are lost to still have time. Like, there's got to be something that sparks in certain people. We're going to have people who are going to have with their whole life maybe want nothing to do with it. And I pray for lost souls every day. Yeah. As there's going to be people who are going to come to that, as same as we're going to see that there's going to be the falling away of people, because they're going to get caught up and be deceived. That's why stay in check with yourself and on God's word every day about stuff. Yeah.
Cigar. I got a weird belief that this cycle that we're about to go through, Noah and all the other stuff, Atlantis. I don't know. I think we have cycles where we just get too much. We get too close. We acquire too much information to the rules that we're not supposed to, the things we're not supposed to know about. And then God has to come in and
destroy it. Just get attention, do something. I do. But look, the more that technology goes and the things that discovering all the time, look how much more people go into say they take credit for everything. Mm-hmm. Then they become very self-absorbed, and it's me. And then they could have been a faith before when they were smaller about things, and they've gotten in over themselves. And what happens? It becomes about them. God doesn't have to do that anyway, So I think a lot of that happens as well. It's going to happen.
Aaron, where'd you hit that at? No, it's good. Yeah,
with
Aaron James.
Yeah, I believe that is so.
Mm-hmm. It has all been written.
There's things that will go on. People will be like, I was on top of the world. I had everything. I had this. And if their focus is wrong, God will humble them, throw them on their face. It has been written. It's in Scripture. That's right, Aaron. Tell them.
I'm finding it. Hey, that's it right there.
Google that. Where's great wisdom? What verse?
Oh, I will.
And that's why I tell people all the time. I said, look up things like that all the time.
They found a new volcano.
Oh man, Elon, he's part of all that stuff, in my opinion.
Hey, Trump said he needed to be protected.
Yeah, my opinions about all that too. All of them. When they have the God complex, ego stuff, you gotta that should be a red flag. And then people get really bent, and I'm like, I'm not saying things were not better under that,
right?
But Satan's gonna come dressed in everything you want him to, also. That's why my faith is not in any man.
Yeah, it can't be. It can't be. Mm-mm. Elon's like, we need to get off the planet. We need to go to Mars.
Man, I'm trying to go to heaven. You go ahead and go.
I wrote it down. Yes. Ecclesiastes 118. Thank you. Neuralink. The physical human body is under attack. And that's primarily the main thing that I see that tells me.
I know, but what happens when they do that, Josh? It's because it has to do more of your, not the physical body. Yes, there's that thing is people's souls.
Uh-huh.
Because I think when they do that, it'll be AI taking over and not the soul in your God's image of things that were made. They're messing around trying to play God. Well, that's why I think there's no doubt. Zero doubt. Stamp my name on it. AI is connected with the Antichrist. It's part of that.
That's the only way. The system has to be put in place. That's what's scary.
Be attached to AI, which is of the Antichrist, which is all of that.
Yeah, It's crazy.
Don't get caught up in wanting new age stuff with this advancement they're doing. Don't.
Yes.
Because what are they doing? I mean, like they're like the Neuralinks that they're advertising, they're promoting that and stuff like, well, these people who they've been paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
They can't speak. They have some type of medical chronic disability, something's going on. Of course they're going to usher in. And people will be like, oh my gosh, yes, myself or my family member, my child. You know how much I would want them to be able to walk again or talk or not have,
Absolutely
50 seizures a day or all this stuff. Yeah, I understand. But that is the entrapment, dude. Like, even so, I'm like, I would not implant something like that into me or mine, because we're all going to be fine in heaven after we're all out of here.
Yeah, that's the thing. Initially, it'll be to benefit. It'll be for
That's how they get people on board.
But then I think within the B system, it's going to be you're going to need it to keep up. Okay. Because just like we have to be connected to the internet, like I'm not going to lie to you, majority of us now have to be connected some way, somehow to the internet to function. That Neuralink is going to be just as detrimental as that internet connection. I'm telling you. Yeah.
100% yes on this, Allison. Yes, because that is how people are going to get on board with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you what. Watch when things come out and it has to do with that and so great. They're going to be like, "What they got? We finally have the cure for cancer." Watch.
Yep.
Because people are going to be like, and my mother died from brain cancer, and we talk about the ultimate, type of. Oh, that would fit in perfect for that, right? And it's a genetic type. She's like the 8th person in that side of the family that died from it.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't live in fear of that. You just can't. God knows what's playing out for us. But people are they're gonna have all that, and people are gonna be heartbroken and desperate to have just fix and save my family or myself or something for that.
Yes.
I just have to accept, and this is just me, Google. I have to accept what God's fate is for me. Not taking something I could not.
You know how hard? Man. See, okay, so out of all my preparedness, all my prepping, this is the hardest part. This is when the rubber hits the road. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have to make a decision where, like I said, the only thing we know right now in this existence is this physical existence, family,
right,
work, the grass, the air. We've never experienced. We have, but I guess we don't remember what happens beyond this. So when it comes down to making some serious decisions, we can talk about it and say, "Oh yeah, I'll definitely," but it's going to be different when we really have to do it. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of us here in a gathered group will say, "Oh yeah, absolutely, nope, yeah." But when it comes down to it, one of the things that I pray for strength daily is that I will have what it takes to actually, you know what I'm saying, when nobody's around, when I'm probably in good health, and I got to make a decision that's gonna
yeah,
the real stuff, yeah.
And did we go out for everybody or just her? I probably said a whole bunch of stuff, and I don't care. This is where we at. This is 2024.
You always do that, Casey.
That's why you do things on my channel and not yours.
I know.
See, you don't have no.
I don't have a channel anymore.
Oh gosh, my stuff is jumping around though. Yeah, he misspoke and said he meant to say turbo, not cure, but whatever. Yeah.
Ooh. What?
Biden said that the pinch would cure the big C. Was going to cure
wow.
That same one that everyone got, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So like this about the grid, that's why I think they won't take the whole grid down. They may take it down to, they have to destroy the current way, the currency, the current way of things to usher in how they want it to be. But yeah, everything will have to be. You're right. For that but I think they're going to have to crash the current way somehow, or make us think they did and say, this is the only way we can fix it. We brought in
Yes.
the system. That's what they're going to do.
I think Neuralink's going to be their savior. Military internet and the Neuralink. Because the Neuralink, it's not on the planet. It's just flying around. So I don't know what. Yeah. You know what I mean? And even seriously, even with Neuralink. So when things do come back up, I mean, in order to be a part of the system again, you may have to get on a truck to be tapped into Neuralink or, I mean, not Neuralink, Starlink. That's when, the satellites, the internet, satellite internet. It's all in place. Seriously.
Yeah, of course, because that's just a flick of a switch. It's just a different one, the way they can control things.
Yeah.
And I mean, y'all better get back to some pioneer days or something if we're still here on this earth when all that stuff happens.
Oh, absolutely.
And the hardest part will be those are loved ones and different things that are not within your immediate location where your communication would go down with people.
Allison said it. Location. Hard. Yeah. Because we already see, look, fam, hey, we already see. So they're threatening to take down TikTok. There are young people threatening to off themselves. Can you imagine? No. Yeah.
I know, but my gosh, these bless
Can you
their
imagine?
hearts.
No Facebook, no YouTube, no Insta, no Snap, no anything. Like they're gonna lose it. We always talk about them absolutely losing it. But if they're threatening to off themselves just from no TikTok, when this thing goes down, man.
I told people when we've talked about this before, people are gonna lose their mind. I'm like, the first bit, that's why you better be ahead of time before everyone else, the general masses, know what's going on. And then you better be at your home location, safety place at that point to be like the first 2 weeks when everybody starts losing their minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would it be right for parents now to start limiting like young children's access to this stuff? I don't
have any of that mess anyways for kids.
You know what I'm saying?
Indoctrination of stuff.
It's almost Sodom and it's almost Sodom and Gomorrah. Your child being truly addicted to all of this social media versus, you know,
it's not just kids. It's
that's true.
Living in La La Land, and it's the propaganda and their indoctrination. They use all those things to draw it in, and it's just like a brainwashing they have.
I ain't getting on no truck. I hear you, Laura.
Nope, I sure not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, okay, so that statement right there, Laura, I ain't getting on no truck. So for me, in my mind, when I hear that, then I have to be prepared to watch some loved ones get on that truck.
Yeah.
I have to watch my friends get on that truck. To watch all these people get on it. And ride on off.
You got to stay strong in that. That may, a lot of us may come to that, and that may be one of our tests from God and be like, "Hey, do you still trust me?
Yeah, will you provide
You're
for
watching
me?
Your loved ones go. You're in this. You're left in your house by yourself. Everyone else got on there. Do you trust me?" And
Job.
Exactly.
Job, will you provide for me? And even when you're dying from starvation and no water, you still got to be like, look, this is your plan. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but this is your plan. So
emotionally preparedness.
Yeah.
Saying that word. Yeah. Nancy, absolutely about, it says the lame will walk, the blind will see, that Neuralink stuff, everything that's going on. It's connected. Wow. I think it's connected.
Wow.
There's no doubt. There's like, nobody can talk me any different. That is connected.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear all that. I used to work in the medical field. The behind the scenes of even back when I worked in it, people are like, oh, the advancements in science in the medical field. I'm like, you are out of your mind.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. I might steal a truck. Hey, I didn't even think about that. Maybe that's what we should be focusing on. Picking them off and taking the whole thing.
People on this panel's opinions, YouTube.
Hey, I appreciate that. That never crossed my mind. Yeah.
Exactly. There are times I'm just like, really, but there's times I'm like, just let it go ahead and crash on already.
Mm-hmm.
There are times I've been like, just go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you, nowadays, like I make a point for a couple hours a day at least to just no radio, no YouTube videos, no, yeah, and just the silence. Just and whenever I do that, I promise you, I always start appreciating and noticing the simpler things in life. The sky is so beautiful.
I mean, that's
The
how we are on the
birds.
farm. It's easier. It is. I feel like, well, I'm very attached to like, nature and that type of living and everything else. I do think that it's easier to find all that and have more peace when you are kind of out and you're growing your own food or whatever you can do in your circumstances. Don't compare to anyone else doing that. I'm telling, there's a different peace and comfort and like, okay, I'm doing my part, God. Because what he does ask is like, I gave you either the resources or the knowledge. Now you do your part and trust me with everything else. And I do have that. I'm like, okay, I'm out here doing this.
Yes.
This food is going to feed us and these things are going to help us. And now, I mean, God's got the rest. I'm doing my part.
Yeah. Turn it all off. Yeah. Nobody telling you what you should think or how you should feel or what you should be doing or where you should be going or where you're at in your life.
People that are just in la la land about everything.
Yes.
Really do. Yeah, Miss Karen.
Yeah.
Definitely. People have like kids, even these newer, younger generations, they have no imagination.
I know.
They have, it's a constant stimulation to be entertained. I'm like, what? I mean, and they can't do anything for themselves. Not most of them. I have younger kids and they can, but I didn't raise mine in this modern way.
Yeah. 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 We're in a mix, y'all.
We are. I just y'all do this. And this is, we're buffering probably because we said a bunch of stuff. I don't know. Is it buffering for everybody? Did
we?
I mean, I didn't see it on my end for either one of us, but
I heard a little buffering.
Oh yeah, we're starting. Probably hit it. If y'all don't see me for 2 weeks, well, I'm busy. If y'all see me, we'll be on Josh's channel, right?
Nope. What happened? I'm done.
Yeah, I know you told me you were done.
Yeah, you see me here and there.
Guest appearance now, guys.
That's it. It's not a guest appearance. I'm straggling. I'm a straggler now. I'm a nomad. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So everybody's buffering. I'm sorry about that, guys. I guess I better wrap it up. We've been on about an hour and a half, but I appreciate it. And we always chop it up. I'll go, if y'all are interested, people are interested, I'll just go drop those verses in my community tab later, but keep doing things.
And she'll see all you guys. She will see all you guys in the Sunday chat.
Okay, so. As long as we're not busy. We are busy here. That's why you did. I was like, you better let me know because we are doing stuff now.
Yeah.
555. All right, guys. I appreciate you.
Greatly.
I always pray for you guys. Keep doing the things. Don't be scared. My opinion is don't freak out about the thank you, Michigan, and all of you guys about the April 8th. But I mean, that's just what we do, right? I think that do the things that you need to do, have the things you need to have, just in case. Most of the stuff we do is just in case.
Yes.
Because I don't want to be caught off guard. None of us do. Dusty. I appreciate all you guys. Ashley, Random. No back to all of you, Aaron, all of you. I appreciate it. Y'all stay blessed and keep doing things. Stay safe. Thanks as always, Josh. I appreciate y'all.
Enjoy your weekend. Yeah,
That's
fam.
Right. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.